Your Honor, I come here today to defend myself in a case that should obviously have been thrown out weeks ago. Everyone here knows that there's no way to tell if you have rabies symptoms before they set in. So how was I supposed to know that Officer Cortez would die? I guess I should probably start from the beginning. But Your Honor, I beg you and the members of the jury to hear me out and put yourself in my shoes. It all started the other day when I was on my way home from work. There I was, stuck in rush hour traffic, my AC broken on one of the year's hottest days. I usually rely upon driving fast to provide cool air, but there was too much traffic that day, so I started to think about why traffic was so bad. After some pondering, I concluded that California is overpopulated. There are just too many of you people here. And how could I not have seen it before when it was just so obvious? People needed to go, and they needed to go now. But how was I going to get people to leave California? That's when I saw it, as if the gods had heard me and answered. A large group of people rounded the corner of the street, marching towards me, holding signs. And what do those signs say, Your Honor? We hate traffic. Move out of California. Or at least, I'm pretty sure that's what they said. I argue at this point that it was no longer up to me, Your Honor. It was divine intervention that at that moment, the protest came around the corner. Before I knew what I was doing, I was out of my car and walking towards them. It was as if I felt myself being pulled to them, and who in here could blame me? You all hate it too? That 2-hour commute that used to be only 30 minutes just a few years ago. You can feel it out there, just out of your reach for your hands. But I did what none of you here had the courage to do. I joined the protest. And yes, maybe they're going about things more aggressively than you'd expect, but at least they were doing it, damn it. There were people of all shapes, sizes, and colors marching together and proudly displaying their signs. It was a thing of beauty watching as everyone stopped and stared, taking note of the size and power of the demonstration. Hundreds of people flowed as if they were all part of one giant creature. There were officers of the law posted all around to protect the people, doing a fine job, I might say. That is, until the rocks started to get thrown. And Your Honor, once they started throwing the rocks at the officers across the street, I knew the metaphorical shit was hitting the metaphorical fan. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, did I, at that time, choose to run and hide? Did I choose to abandon the cause that was so obviously sent to me by the heavens? No. No, I did not. I stood my ground as a proud supporter of any movement would do. So as the cops came into the crowd with their batons swinging, arresting any protesters foolish enough to get within reach, I did not run, but I did not fight either. So how is it that I'm on trial for murder when, as I continue to protest peacefully, Officer Cortez tackled me from behind? How was I supposed to know that it was a deputy of the law, as I assumed I was under attack by someone fighting for more people to move to California and further increase the traffic problem? So I did what any sane human being would do, and I bit him, which I immediately regretted, as Officer Cortez proceeded to tase and pepper spray me. Then he rolled me over and handcuffed me, which I did not resist. I lay there thinking about what had gotten me here, and maybe, just maybe, I needed to rethink how passionately I feel about traffic. It might not be as bad as life in prison. As he picked me up onto my feet and took me to the back of his patrol car, he asked jokingly if he should get a rabies shot, and I, laughingly, told him no. How was I supposed to know I had rabies? It wasn't until when we were at the hospital a few days later that pepper spray would not stop burning, and offhandedly told the doctor that I'd been bitten by a squirrel recently, and they gave me the medication. I never thought I could have been contagious and given it to Officer Cortez. So then how am I being charged with murder for biting someone with a disease I didn't even know that I had? That is not murder. That is, at most, self-defense. Maybe, arguably, just a tad bit of assault. But definitely not murder. Unfortunately, Officer Cortez passed away from rabies a few weeks later, and if I have not already been punished enough with the pepper spray and tasing, I ask you, Your Honor, and the jury to find me innocent. For I committed no crime, at least not the one that I am on trial for. But I may text and drive occasionally, but thankfully, I'm not on trial for that, and that is neither here nor there. But what is here is an innocent man standing before you, pleading for you to understand my situation and find me not guilty. Thank you for your time, I honor your jury, and jury.